Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro was born on a small island. This island was Madeira, a part of Portugal. His family did not have much money. They lived in a humble home in the Santo Antonio neighborhood of Funchal. His father, José Diniz Aveiro, was a gardener and a kitman for a local football club. His mother, Maria Dolores dos Santos Aveiro, worked as a cook to help support the family. Life was not easy. They faced daily struggles. Cristiano shared a single room with his older brother and two older sisters. This tough start taught him valuable lessons about life. He learned that nothing comes easy. From a very young age, one thing was clear about Cristiano. He loved football more than anything else. The ball was like an extension of his own body. He would play in the streets with his friends for hours. He did not have fancy footballs or expensive boots. He often played with whatever he could find, sometimes even a ball made of old rags. His passion was pure and incredibly strong. It was this love for the game that gave him hope. It was his escape from the poverty that surrounded him. He dreamed of being a professional footballer. This dream was his guiding light. His first organized football was with a local team called Andorinha. His father was the kitman there, which helped him get a start. Even at this early age, his talent was undeniable. He was faster and more skillful than the other boys. He had a fierce desire to win every single match. He would cry when his team lost because he hated the feeling of defeat. This competitive spirit was born on those dusty pitches in Madeira. It showed everyone that he was not just playing for fun. He was playing to be the very best, and he would work harder than anyone else to achieve it. This early hunger set him apart from his peers. While other kids might have played for enjoyment, Cristiano played with a purpose. He saw football as his only way out, a path to a better life for himself and for his family. He knew that talent alone was not enough to succeed. He needed to dedicate himself completely to his craft. This realization came to him very early on. He began to practice relentlessly, honing his skills day after day. The streets of Funchal were his first training ground, the place where the foundations of a future global superstar were laid with every kick of the ball. At the age of 10, Cristiano Ronaldo's talent was too big for Andorinha. He moved to the island's biggest club, Nacional. He spent 2 successful years there, continuing to impress everyone who watched him play. His reputation started to grow beyond Madeira. Scouts from mainland Portugal began to hear whispers about a special kid on the island. Soon, the biggest clubs in the country wanted to see him for themselves. This led to a trial with Sporting Clube de Portugal, one of the big 3 clubs in Lisbon. The move to the mainland capital was a huge step for a boy so young. It was both exciting and terrifying. The decision to leave his home and family was the hardest one he had ever faced. At just 12 years old, he had to say goodbye to his mother, father and siblings. He moved to Lisbon all by himself to join the Sporting CP Youth Academy. The city was huge and unfamiliar compared to his small island home. He felt incredibly lonely and homesick. He would often cry on the phone when talking to his mother. Many people thought he would not last and would return to Madeira. But his dream was bigger than his loneliness. He knew this sacrifice was necessary to become the player he wanted to be. His early days in Lisbon were filled with challenges. He had a thick Madeiran accent, which made him a target for teasing from the other boys at the academy. This was difficult for him to handle. He was a proud boy, and the mockery made him angry and isolated. There were moments when he nearly gave up. He felt like an outsider in this new environment. But every time he stepped onto the football pitch, he found his voice. He let his incredible skills do the talking for him. He worked harder than ever, using the teasing as fuel for his determination to prove everyone wrong. A major obstacle almost ended his career before it truly began. At the age of 15, Cristiano was diagnosed with a racing heart condition. This condition, tachyarrhythmia, meant that his heart would beat much faster than normal, even when he was resting. The doctors told him it could force him to stop playing football forever. The news was devastating. However, his family and the club supported him. He underwent a heart surgery using a laser to fix the problem. The operation was a success. He was back in training just a few days later, more focused and grateful than ever for the chance to play. In the summer of 2003, a friendly match changed Cristiano Ronaldo's life forever. Sporting CP played against Manchester United to inaugurate their new stadium. Ronaldo, then just 18, played an absolutely breathtaking game. He ran circles around the experienced United defenders. They simply could not handle his speed, his tricks, and his confidence. The Manchester United players were so impressed that on the plane home they urged their legendary manager, Sir Alex Ferguson, to sign the young Portuguese winger. They told him he was a special talent that they could not afford to miss out on. Sir Alex Ferguson did not need much convincing. He had already been watching Ronaldo and saw the immense potential in the young man. He acted quickly to bring him to Old Trafford. Manchester United paid over £12 million for him, a record fee for a teenager at the time. Ferguson showed incredible faith in him by giving him the iconic number 7 shirt. This number had been worn by club legends like George Best, Eric Cantona, and David Beckham. It was a huge responsibility, but Ronaldo embraced the challenge. He was no longer just a promising kid from Portugal. He was now part of one of the biggest clubs in the world. His first few seasons in England were a learning experience. The Premier League was much faster and more physical than the Portuguese league. He was often criticised for being too flashy, for doing too many step-overs, and for going to ground too easily. Some people doubted if he had the strength and the right attitude to succeed in England, but under the guidance of Sir Alex Ferguson, who became like a father figure to him, he began to evolve. He worked tirelessly in the gym to build his physical strength. He learned to be more effective and decisive on the pitch, turning his tricks into goals and assists. The transformation was incredible to watch. He changed from a skinny, flashy winger into a powerful and complete goal-scoring machine. He helped Manchester United win 3 consecutive Premier League titles and the prestigious UEFA Champions League in 2008. In that same year, he scored an astonishing 42 goals and was awarded his first Ballon d'Or as the world's best player. He had fulfilled his dream. He had conquered English football and proved all his doubters wrong. His time at Manchester United had turned him from a raw talent into a true global superstar, ready for his next big chapter. In the summer of 2009, Cristiano Ronaldo made another historic move. He joined Real Madrid for a world record transfer fee of £80 million. The Santiago Bernabéu stadium was completely full on the day of his presentation. Over 80,000 fans came just to see him wear the famous white shirt. This showed his incredible star power. At Real Madrid, he reached a new level of greatness. He became a goal-scoring phenomenon, breaking records almost every season. His rivalry with Barcelona's Lionel Messi became the defining story of modern football, pushing both players to achieve unbelievable heights for the next decade. His achievements at Real Madrid are simply legendary. He became the club's all-time leading goal scorer in record time. He scored more goals than he played games, an incredible statistic. He led the team to 4 UEFA Champions League titles in 5 years, including 3 in a row. These victories cemented his place as one of the greatest players in the history of the competition. He won 4 more Ballon d'Or awards during his time in Spain, taking his total to 5. He was not just a player, he was a symbol of victory, an unstoppable force who guaranteed success wherever he went. Beyond his club success, Ronaldo also achieved his ultimate dream with his national team. In 2016, he captained Portugal to victory at the UEFA European Championship. It was the country's first ever major international trophy. He played with immense passion and led his team through difficult moments. Even when he was injured in the final, he was on the sideline, acting like a second coach and motivating his teammates. This victory was deeply personal for him. It was a tribute to his country and to the small island of Madeira where his journey began. It silenced anyone who said he couldn't deliver for Portugal. Today, Cristiano Ronaldo is more than just a footballer. He is a global icon, a brand, and an inspiration to millions of people around the world. His story of rising from poverty through sheer hard work and dedication resonates with everyone. He is famous for his incredible work ethic, his obsession with physical fitness, and his CEO celebration. With hundreds of millions of followers on social media, he is one of the most famous people on the planet. His journey from the humble streets of Madeira to the top of the world is a powerful reminder that with a big dream and relentless determination, anything is possible.